everybody, it's Julie from Beautiful Horizon, and today I'm joining in on a collab. It was put together by Momma Schmooze Reviews. I will have some links in the description box for the other videos, and it's about books for 2017, homeschool books, but honestly I just have some like tried and true books that I'm gonna throw in here that we really like, and some of them I've mentioned in other videos, but if this is your first video you've seen of mine, then I wanted you to have the opportunity to see these books too. This book is called How to Homeschool, A Practical Approach by Gail Graham, and it just has some ideas of like a week at a glance and just like some ideas of the different things you want to think about, organization, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, I will leave a link below if I can find this on Amazon or somewhere. I just thought it was like a good overview when you're like planning out your year and you're not really sure what you need and how to do things and what your day's gonna look like and all that kind of stuff. Next book, which I have talked about before on my channel, is the Children's Atlas of God's World, and I just like this because it has really great pictures, but it's also definitely from a Christian standpoint, and I really like stuff that just points back to our Creator. So it's got giant pictures, so I can definitely link this, and it'll have stories and highlights and landmarks and that sort of thing. Like the kids wore, you know, I don't know, just all kinds of different stuff. So anyways, I think this is pretty cool. I cannot find my alphaphonics book. I know I pulled it out off the shelf to make a video and I can't find what happened to it. So hopefully I will find that soon. But alphaphonics is what I used first to teach my son to read. And then we moved on to the Sing, Spell, Read, and Write readers. And so this year we finished those up. We read 15, 16, and 17, and that's the end of that. And that's just what we did for his reading program. We just read through the books. They're very colorful and cute little stories. So we loved these. I got the whole set 1 through 17, and we just went as, you know, as quickly or as slowly as we needed to. That's how we worked through them. This is what I've gone through with my daughter a bunch of times, obviously. But she just loves the Dr. Seuss ABCs. So again, I'll try to link as much of this as I can in the description box. So this is what we've been going through with her. And so she really likes that, and then she'll be starting this fall. And then my son now is going through the second reader. This is the McGuffey series, and they have like the entire series from like beginning reader all the way to like a really advanced reader. They're very visual in their words instead of phonetic, and so I wanted to start with something that was more phonetic. But they'll have a little picture every once in a while, some of the words from the story, and then the questions are always awesome. And there's like a moral in each story. So this is pretty tough, but my son is reading through it slowly, and the questions, like I said, are just really good, and the stories are, you know, character building, moral stories. They're just really cool. So, and also like there's like a little bit about science. There was something about whales. This is about birds. I think I saw something about trees and the moon and all kinds of stuff about a monkey. So they go back and forth between like just like morals and then like sciencey things. And some of the books that I read to them are these Who Was books. So we have Claude Monet, Pablo Picasso, Albert Einstein. I also have William Shakespeare and Mozart. And we've gotten lots and lots and lots of these from the library. So we really love these books. They're fun. They're so educational. They have little pictures. They're just really simple, but they learn so much about culture and history and science and just everything. So we really love this whole series. Picked up this book this year. It's called Men of Science, Men of God, and it's just stories about scientists, like really popular scientists that you would know, and what they said about God and creation and all that kind of stuff. So I just really enjoyed hearing from their points of view, their thoughts on God and creation, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I think there's a couple more books that I'll find, but this one was good. Who Moved My Cheese? This one is just talking about change in your work and in your life, and just like dealing with change when things happen that are unexpected. It's really like an economics book, but it's really simple little story that's really understandable for kids, but it's basically just not getting stuck, you know, in a rut with like your job or whatever. If things change, sometimes you just have to change with them. You have to be able to, you know, move on and do something else. So really, I mean, it's not like they have jobs right now, but just to know this ahead of time, that things are going to happen, things are going to change. Sometimes you're going to have to move, you're going to have to get a different job, you're going to have to, you know, like create a business or whatever, just to be ready for that. This book is really good, and it's a cute story, so we like this one. A book we like to read sometimes at bedtime is Leading Little Ones to God, and we've like read some, and then we've taken a break, and then we've read some, but it has little pictures, it has little text, hymns to sing, suggested reading, memory verses, and it just addresses like a lot of stuff, and it's interesting. So I haven't read the whole thing yet, but so far it's been pretty good. Okay, so as far as science goes, there's Wonders of Creation, makes a whole lot of books. This one is about fossils, then there's geology, there's astronomy, there's a few more like, you know, under the sea and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so I'm interested in getting a few more of these. So far my son really likes looking at all the pictures, and it's like just full of information and statistics and comes from a creationist standpoint, and I just think it's really super graphic and cool and comes from a biblical perspective, so this is something that I like. And I think this is the last thing I'm going to show you today. I think I'm missing one or two, but this is the Tuttle Twins, and this is all about economics and government and that sort of thing. So if you're into libertarianism, I just think these are interesting. And so it's got the Road to Serfdom, but it's like a modern story for kids. And then the Golden Rule, and then the Law. So these are like classic economics, but they're like created for like today's kids. So those are all the books that I have to share today. Can't wait to see all the other books. Be sure to check out the other videos in my description box. Thank you for coming to check out my video if you're new. I would love to have you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!